So yeah, basically the plan is to rip out the same blocks above as below. However, I kind of want to gather a bunch of torches first. So instead, I'm going to start with replacing the ones below, because that means I get to dig out at diamond level, which is awesome. You know, it's always awesome having more diamonds, because that means more diamond tools. And then, of course, the next step once I have diamond tools is to get mending. I want a mending villager. I want a mending book. I want to make my base look real nice. I know that progress is not exactly rapid. It doesn't always need to be rapid. Sometimes you can have slow progress. Slow progress is just as fine, you know? And yeah. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and dig out all of these because I know that I have more than enough pumpkins to actually cover this upgrade. It's just a matter of digging everything out and then placing it all in. So I'm going to dig it out, ride the minecart back, and then just place it all back in. Except I'll be placing it in with lanterns instead of these torches, because it's more processor friendly to use the lanterns. And with all these silverfish around, I really do need all the processing power that my phone can handle, because I know that the silverfish are going to be a problem. There is still no entity cramming on Bedrock Edition. I think there is if you're on PC on certain types of servers, but by default there is no entity cramming on Bedrock Edition, at least not survival single player. Yeah, this is definitely quite the ordeal because of this is quite the problem because of the I know I said I was going to take the minecart back, but I do want to use up the ones I already have because I knew that I would need more. Matter of fact, I still have half of the pumpkins left over after using all of these torches. So I still have lots more available to me. Now I use the minecart. Ride the minecart, give it a little nudge in this direction. I can go ahead and switch to the jack-o'-lantern at this point. However, I shouldn't travel with the jack-o'-lantern out. There we go. Now I can just walk forward, which is a lot faster than walking backwards because I can see where I'm going, and that makes me less prone to errors. Being able to see where you're going is always very useful. So yeah. Ta-da! Yay! we have successfully replaced all of the torches down here so far with lanterns. Now we get to start swapping them into the ceiling. Starting with over here, I want to swap in this one because this one would be a half slab, technically, so it would technically work out fine. However, I still need to go through and enjoy having some decent ceiling lights. Because once I drop this floor, this ceiling is going to get very dim. Like, surprisingly dim. I'm going to want torches up top. So I'm going to want some form of working lights. Some form of, notice of how far along I am. Yeah, right there. I'm spacing them out 3 apart, obviously. That's just to keep in line with the pattern. But yeah, the lighting situation will definitely improve. As I light the place up above all of this decoration. Because I don't want it to be dim while I'm, riding through here. But on top of that, I also want to prevent silverfish from being a problem. So I want to clear out the ceiling of any potential silverfish threats. Because otherwise, silverfish will be silverfish. We've seen the kind of damage silverfish can do, because, oh my lord, so much damage. Okay. I need more sticks. Twigs galore. Craft torches with whatever coal I have available, because I know I'm gonna need it. And then craft up the lanterns. Now I get to run back down here and start filling in all of these gaps in the ceiling I left. And there we go. Okay. I get to run back over here. Start knocking out more spots to place down more lanterns. So yeah, this is a very large project. That was the intention, was to have a decently large-scale project that I knew would take a long time, take multiple episodes to complete. That was the plan. I am aware that not everyone enjoys having these large-scale projects as the main focus sometimes, but this is the type of stuff that really generates a decent quality YouTube video over extended periods of time. I'm decently sure the item floated upwards. Yes, it did. Okay, so yeah, this is the type of stuff that, you know, people watch. And the reason people watch it is because it's a Let's Play, you know? This is what it's like when people just play. This is what they do in Minecraft. They build things. It's an amazing concept, I know. You build things in a sandbox construction game where you construct things in an open world environment. You know? It's amazing. What a concept. Someone should make a game out of it. Oh, right. They did. They called it Minecraft. And apparently Roblox and a few other games as well. But yeah. In this case, we're talking about Minecraft. So let's just focus on Minecraft. I don't really know most of the other games involved. I've heard of Roblox. I know Roblox has its perks, but I don't play Roblox. I've never played Roblox before. I don't own Roblox. I don't have a computer qualified enough to play Roblox. So instead, I just sit here playing on my phone, my Minecraft Let's Play series, recording all of my videos, reminding you to like, comment, and subscribe, and to check out my Patreon page, because supports me, supports the channel, lets YouTube know that this is the type of content that you enjoy watching, except for the Patreon part. That just supports me and my channel, and a little bit of Patreon as well, but you know, they gotta get their fee. How else are they gonna run their site, right? They need to have some money, obviously. Cool. Okay, so that's that line done. Now you can kind of start to see what I was talking about with the lighting situation, where I wanted to have... Oh my, when did I knock this out? I shall need to double check that my entire rail is still intact. But yeah, you can kind of see what I was talking about with the lighting situation, as the top now matches the bottom, and because of that, the lighting will stay fairly consistent as I progress upwards. I could raise these lanterns some, but I don't really want to. Instead, what I want to do... It has been a long night. Instead, what I want to do is I want to honestly, I want to start digging out beneath here, but first I want to dig out some of this diorite and replace it with lanterns. So let's see, that'll bring me down to 5 left, and 4, 3, 2, okay. There we go. Now I am good to go on all of this. I ran out of pumpkins, so the remainder of the diorite line will need to get finished later. In the meantime, I can use the diorite that I mined out to finish this line. I can also use the granite that I mined out to fill in the ceiling here, so I don't have this giant section where it's just kind of bland, or at least not as much of one. Oh right, I was just going to store everything in polished form, wasn't I? Do I really need that for the andesite? Let me see. How's the andesite look? Oh, the andesite's already done. Yeah, I don't really need that for the andesite. Okay. But for the rest of the stuff, yeah, I kind of do. So let me fill in those blocks, because that was kind of annoying that I had that left over. Here, first let me make whatever I can this way. Now let me just finish it off with this. Okay. Now I just need to figure out what I need to do about the granite. Oop, I saw that emerald. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Fill that in. I suppose I need to go through and double check that there's no ores that I missed on the ceiling. I never really thought about it. Guess it's something I should be thinking about. That's one stack down. Whip out the next stack and away I go. I am aware that I am misplacing some of these. However, for the sake of speed, I am just kind of powering through. There we go. Reclaim those. And looks like more granite will be needed. However, not much more. Maybe half a stack. I need a mine cart. Ride forward. There we go. What else? Let's see. I need get this a little bit organized. Huh. I have arrived. As the GPS would say, you have arrived at your destination. So let's get half a stack of diorite slabs. Wrong treasure chest. I need half a stack of polished granite. I need to deposit the emerald that I picked up. And I will also polish this granite. Now, I need, what do I need next? I need to grab my minecart, travel all the way to the far end. Oops, placed the minecart wrong. Good thing this is a double direction type of build, two-directional build. So yeah, I need to grab this minecart because I need to travel all the way down to like there. Place that back in my inventory so you don't need to go and retrieve the minecart to use the nearby rail system that I built for rapid transport and deployment. Oh yeah, did not even need half a stack. I needed like 20 or 10. Yeah, like 14. That's how many I needed. 14. And I know that because that's how many I used. However, for the diorite slabs, I think I might need a full stack. Yeah, looks like I might. Well, it is what it is. I did do a lot of digging to get to this point, so I suppose that only makes sense, really. I suppose I should just start by making the slabs here, since this makes them in bulk. I will need the granite slabs as well, so let's get that situated. Diorite slabs. Now I'm going to start off by filling in the diorite slabs. These will be going over the cactus, so I will need to be careful about, walking into a cactus, as I just demonstrated. This iron pickaxe is on the verge of breaking. It's a good thing I have 3 more that are in perfect condition. Ah, yes. So the diorite is next. Granite ran out first, obviously. One. I am 1 short. Oh my god. What the heck? What am I gonna do? I'm one diorite half slab short. I even know where I can get it from. The ceiling. I can just do this. Ta-da! Now I have enough for my one diorite half slab. Polished diorite half slabs. Running down a hallway, running down a hallway. If I was jumping, I'd go faster. Still would be slower than that minecart, though. Yeah, let's dig out this block. Oh, right. Okay, so I still have 2 diorite stairs. This is the perfect opportunity for me to use them. I just have to go retrieve them on the far end of the room. So it's a good thing I have this rail line. I can put the shield down. I'll put it on my hotbar. In case I need it. Probably won't. Okay, so this is one of those rare instances where the minecart managed to reach the cactus. Oh, and the rail too. So yeah, you want to stop your minecarts 1 block before the cactus. So don't build the rail all the way up to the cactus. No, you want it to decelerate just a little bit. I now need to go and make another minecart at the nearby base, nearby furnace. That being said, I believe this would be a good opportunity for me to build another portal at world spawn. Because A, it's like a whole probably 10 blocks away in the nether. It's probably not very far away in the nether. It's like 200 blocks, but divide that by 8, so it's like 25 blocks away. Yeah, it's not very far from where my portal's at. So as a result, I probably won't be doing that at spawn. I could do it at spawn, but like that would be so dangerous. So dangerous. Let's see. I need a body piece and a helmet. There we go. How are you looking? And decent. Throw the iron in here. I can check on the pumpkins. I doubt I have very many pumpkins at the moment because I just harvested them, so yeah. I should not expect very many pumpkins because, yeah. And as you can hear, those pistons just fire off with every block update. So I place the block, it updates, fires the pistons. I break the block, it updates, fires the pistons. I carve the block. It updates, fires the pistons. It's a pretty straightforward process. Yeah. Ow. Gather up the kelp. I seriously do need to hook up the automation for that. I just want to make sure I get the storage installed first, but before I go installing the storage, I'm gonna want like an entire storage chest, or an entire barrel, I mean, of logs, just logs, because I am going to go through so much wood carving up all of those chests out of the logs, because it's 2 logs per chest, you know, so it is actually somewhat intensive in the resource department. And since each hopper would otherwise only feed 1 barrel, 1 barrel is not a lot of storage. More importantly, you can't merge barrels very easily without like making it look weird. So because of that, I just need to go through and invest a lot in regular old storage chests. Because of that, however, I need to invest a lot in hoppers as well, because I'm going to want to, you know, zigzag the pattern down to a decent build. I want it to look nice and all that nonsense. So, yeah. I know I keep talking about needing to build the storage for the whole contraption out there, and I really do, but at the same time, I don't really want to burn through my entire supply of logs right now, mostly because building that many hoppers would also burn through my entire supply of iron. I don't have anywhere near enough iron for that. I would need at least a stack of iron blocks. A stack of blocks of iron minimum, which is, you know, 9 stacks of iron ingots, which I don't have. I do not have 9 stacks of iron ingots. So, since I do not have 9 stacks of iron ingots, I decided to not go investing tons and tons and tons of money into storage chests that would get unused because I don't have the iron to craft them into hoppers. Because the first thing I need to do is I need to run along that entire line of hoppers up there, and I need to point all of the hoppers down. Like, all of these hoppers are fine, except for this one. This one needs to be pointed down. Or no, this one can be pointed over to here, I think. But it needs another thing of hoppers beneath it to pull out of these hoppers and then push into storage chests. The reason why I want those hoppers up there to be like that is because as it backlogs, it will fill up from over there, and it will start backlogging into all of these hoppers, which then of course get yanked out of by the hoppers below them. At least that's the plan. The hoppers below them will be pointing into a storage chest at this level. Or no, wait. No, that's right. I need to turn all of these because they all need to be facing that way. And then the hoppers below them will face downwards into the storage chest here. Meanwhile, this row will also occupy another slot of hoppers, which will point that way. And that will have more storage chests in front of it with more hoppers beneath it in front of these storage chests. And that will be a repeating pattern, is hoppers facing that way, or it will be a storage chest with hoppers below it facing out that way, and then hoppers below that facing that way. And those will lead into a storage chest, which will then, of course, start up the chain again of hopper facing that way, hopper facing that way, storage chest, hopper that way, storage chest, hopper that way, storage chest, and it'll go all the way down until we have ourselves a nice, massive storage system for all of this kelp, which, believe it or not, will fill up decently quickly. Even if we don't hook up the second detector system, it will fill up decently quickly. Yeah. So, I need to craft a lot of things. Mostly more pumpkins. I need logs because I need to have planks, which will be stored there. And then I'm gonna need more sticks. Let's see, is there anything I can build with 4 sticks? I suppose I'm gonna need more axes, because like I mentioned, I'm going to need a lot of storage chests. I don't really want to build axes at the moment. Yeah, I guess I'll just put these back for now. What's the time at? Again, like, comment, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. I have a Patreon page. I have my YouTube channel, obviously. I make lots of YouTube videos. I record at least 4 hours a day, sometimes more, sometimes less, usually more because I'm still trying to get a week in advance recorded and scheduled for release. Specifically recorded, uploaded, and scheduled for release. The difficulty of the logistics of that plan is quite high. the main problems that I have with expanding my base too quickly is that if I expand my base too quickly, I won't have a very good looking base, and then I won't have very many people who want to subscribe to my channel on YouTube, and then I won't be a very successful YouTuber, and I won't make very much money, and then I won't be able to afford a bunch of new fun fancy equipment to play around with. You know, like maybe a computer that is more recent than 2004, I think. We're currently living in the year 2021, so to have a computer from the year even 2010 is considered ancient. In human years, let's put it this way, computers age in the equivalent of dog years to dogs. A dog's dog years. So if 1 year for a human, or 1 year for a dog is 7 years for a human, then 1 year for a computer is 7 years for a dog. Which gives you a general scale of how massive the age gap is when you convert it into human years, because holy moly, there are so many things that can go wrong, you know. And I just realized I made all of these half slabs and I have no use for them at the moment because I have not yet started on the next mining line. I do, however, need to grab all of this polished granite because this polished granite line has lots of work to go. So let's make some stairs. I know I'm going to need all of these stairs because it takes, I think, 4 stacks of stairs to actually fill this all in. I think it was 4.5 stacks. So it's a lot of stairs. It's a lot of crafting. This is why I'm looking forward to seeing the release of 1.17, because 1.17 will have the ability to craft an entire stack all at once, which is going to be amazing. The next step that I'm going to go for is probably going to be digging out this floor. I understand that there's probably a bunch of silverfish above me trying to kill me, but I'm pretty sure there's also a lot of silverfish below me trying to kill me. So that's going to be a massive concern. So I should definitely take that on camera. I believe, let's see, if I started at episode 68, we already passed episode 69. Or no, I started at episode 69. So 70, 71, I'm on episode 72 right now. I might have to postpone taking on those silverfish till episode 73 just because I gotta find them. Not really a choice, I just have to find them. They're somewhere underground. You know how it is, silverfish. Annoying little blighters. So yeah, I will try and find them this episode. I'll dig through a lot of stone to see if I find them. I probably won't, just by virtue of, you know, silverfish being silverfish. being difficult to locate. This will also give you a chance to see how the ceiling is going to look when I drop the floor. Yeah, it's not very fascinating. It's very repetitive. Yes, it's a lot of digging. Yes, I understand that it can be quite boring. However, there's plenty to talk about. For example, we could talk about how messed up the world is. We could talk about how limited my storage space is. We could talk about Patreon. We could talk about how liking the video causes YouTube to show my video to more people. We could talk about how the YouTube algorithm goes through and actually keeps track of how you found my videos. So if you want to subscribe to me and you want to say, this is the video that made me subscribe to you, the best way to do that is from the video that you were watching when you wanted to subscribe to me. So if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because over 90% of my viewers are not subscribed. And that is just blasphemy, you know? That is horrible. And that's a lifetime number, which is even worse. But it's also yearly number, monthly number, weekly number, and I believe real-time 48 hours number. The real-time 48 hours being the most recent 48 hours. So YouTube also keeps track of your captioning, your location, your age, your gender. So if you fill all that out in your Google profile, YouTube will know all of this information about you and will pass that information on to me so that I can make use of that information to better focus my videos towards my actual customers, which are, of course, my viewers. I want to have my viewers enjoying my channel. If my viewers are not enjoying my channel because maybe I have, too many guy jokes, then maybe I want to check and see if maybe I need to focus towards a different gender, perhaps a female gender. Currently, my YouTube analytics is telling me 100% of my viewers are male, and 100% of my viewers are also in my age group. They're in my age gap. So all of my viewers are basically just like me, which is kind of awkward. But yeah, I got something in my ear. Might need to go to an ear doctor at some point, but I ain't got any money. But yeah. YouTube Analytics keeps track of all of that, and the algorithms will definitely help me better understand what demographics I need to appeal to. However, mostly I'm just going to keep being myself, because that's just what makes the easiest content. So my normal self would be whatever quality I can muster. If I get better equipment, I get better quality. I like having better quality stuff. However, I don't have the money for better quality stuff. And so I just do what I can with what I have. And as a result, I end up doing all right. At least I hope I do. I get some feedback. I have been making sure to pay attention to my comments. I try and pay attention to anyone who wants to sponsor me. which so far no one has approached me about that. But if anyone does, I'm open to sponsorships. I will start actually timing out my videos and everything and get it all organized if I get a sponsor. If you do sponsor me, you obviously get 4 sponsorships a day there for that price. Same for if you support me on Patreon. Any of your Patreon rewards about getting mentioned in a video, that will get like metered out and timed so that I actually have some form of notification that I'm getting close to the time limit of recording and that I should go ahead and, you know, pause the recording of the Let's Play in order to go ahead and make sure I thank my Patreon supporters in the raw footage, not just in the compiled version, because I could do it in the compiled version, but I want to make sure that I actually thank them, because I know that some of the tiers are quite expensive, and if you're in one of those really expensive tiers, you really need to get your money's worth, obviously. So 4 episodes a day for an entire month, you do the math, that's a lot of money, that's a lot of advertising. All things considered, it's actually a really cheap price. So if you are interested in getting advertised, yes, it's a very cheap way to get advertising. Currently, I don't have any money, so I'm basically selling myself short just to get my name out there, and as a result, you get to get some pretty cheap advertising in the process. You're welcome. I hear there's some items to amaze for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition on certain websites. If only there was a donor who was willing to name themselves a certain way. Hint, hint. You know who you are. Yeah, so I do have a D&D campaign. I, of course, would want to check out those items that amaze, should I manage to get that sponsor, because I've never actually checked them out because I just haven't had time. However, I'm pretty sure they'd have some decent items for my campaign as well, because my campaign's decently loose set on the rules, but I'll talk about that next episode, because this episode I'm probably about to end up running out of storage space any second. So I hope you enjoyed. Hope you had fun. I had fun. I've been killing silverfish. Of course I had fun. Those little monsters have been destroying underneath my mine. So remember to stay safe out there. If you're wearing your COVID mask, remember it's got to cover your nose, otherwise it's not going to work, because the trick is to keep it out of the mucous membranes, which means you don't want it in your mouth, you don't want it in your nose, you don't want it to get in your ears if you can, because that's technically also a valid place for it to infect you, but that's kind of obscene. But yeah, wear your mask, wear it properly. Remember to cover your mouth and nose, otherwise the mask does not work. A lot of people don't seem to realize that still, and then they wonder why they get sick later. And it's like, well, because you weren't wearing your mask. No, I wore it. Yeah, wrong. You wore it wrong, so you got sick. I mean, what did you expect? You know, if you're going to wear your mask, wear it right. Don't wear your mask wrong, people. That's the equivalent of suicide. If you're not suicidal, you shouldn't wear your mask wrong. If you are suicidal, seek help. There's a hotline. literally, there's a hotline, suicide prevention hotline. It's literally all they do. Some people who work there might not be doing the best job at preventing suicides, but the majority of the people who work there do try and prevent suicides. So it's worth a try. If that's what you're thinking, definitely seek help. If it's not what you're thinking, good job. And if you don't like Suicide Prevention Hotline, that's fine. You don't have to like them, okay? But they're going to help people one way or another. And so, I would rather them exist and be able to stop some people from committing suicide than to have them not exist and not help people, because I would rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. It's that simple. Kind of like an ear doctor right now. I would rather have an ear doctor and not need an ear doctor than need an ear doctor and not have an ear doctor. There's something up with my right ear. I do not know what it is, but it's highly annoying because it's making all kinds of noise in my right ear. I think it's just the hair in my ear. I think I need to just clean my ears, but I have no way to tell. So, did I mention I have a Patreon in case you want to give me money? If I get 100 likes on this video, either the compiled version or this specific episode, I will do for my 100th episode my falsetto voice on camera, recorded. I will do the female voice. I will do my femme fatale voice, which is actually really surprisingly feminine. I surprised quite a few people, including my very first game master in Dungeons